One night over the winter, a small group of overwatered lads tossed a rock through an old, thick, and very large shop window in our little town. This plate of glass was wider than the span of my outstretched arms. It was a shame to see it replaced with a more modern, three-pane window. As with so many other experiences, though, it got me thinking about living with multiple sclerosis, MS. Many of us were living lives of large pane glass windows when the drunken hooligan we've come to know as MS chucked a rock through our crystal existence. A sudden rain of shards showered down on some, while others found cracks in their window expanding, until one day it all fell in. Reglazing with smaller panes. We've all learned to reglaze our lives with new windows, but like my neighborhood shopkeeper, we've learned to do so with smaller panes rather than broad expanses of plate glass. Those who started with fewer symptoms and recovered fully from them may have imitated the shopkeeper and replaced the broken window with only a few panels. Most of us, however, have rebuilt our window with small, tidy, even panes of glass. In doing so, we prepare for the next time MS chucks a rock and breaks something else. This time, we hope, the damage will affect a smaller pane, a smaller part of our lives. The longer I live with this disease, the more I find myself reducing the size of those panes. Sometimes I feel my life's windows now resemble those of Hagrid's hut in the Harry Potter films. They're now a hodgepodge of small and often damaged, salvaged pieces of glass that I've been able to cobble together to keep the damage from incoming rocks to a minimum, allowing me to see the wonderful world of which I am still a part, and letting that world's light in when getting out into it is just more than I can manage. Unique beauty in the imperfect. The funny thing about these small paned windows that I've had to continually repair and replace is that they have their own unique beauty. Gone from my life are the wide expanses of fragile plate glass windows. In their place, I have leaded together bits of glass from my former life, lessons gleaned from others who live in my community, and the discarded shards for which no one else saw a use. My windows are more resilient now. The rocks still go through now and again, and I've had to board up some panes until I find just the right piece of glass to fit. Some of those holes are still boarded up, but I refuse to close the shutters altogether and abandon the light to reduce the burden of maintenance. I suppose, now that I think of it, that the light reflecting from the faceted and often uneven panes of our lives' windows may be quite beautiful to behold from the outside, too. Perhaps the work we do even inspires those who still have the fortune of viewing the world through vast expanses of unbroken glass. I thank our entire community for helping me see the beauty of life through my imperfect windows. Wishing you and your family the best of health. Cheers. Travis. Me book, Chef Interrupted, is available on Amazon. Follow me on the Life with MS Facebook page and on Twitter, and subscribe to Life with Multiple Sclerosis. Photo credit, Ivo Debrugen. Stock